Out here mowing today on one of our northern farms. This is our second steepest farm. And this farm only has 3 fields, a hay field, an oat field, and a corn field. We do a rotation, one per year. So 1 year oats, 1 year hay, 1 year corn. We just flip them. So next year this will be corn, and it's its first year in hay. Then after corn it goes to oats, and then back to hay, then to corn. And that's for all 3 fields. If you're wondering why I don't mow that, or if we never have, is because there's a big ditch there. And that's basically why. Maybe we'll fix it in the future so we can farm through. But anyway, there's a power pole. So we'd have to farm around that anyway. Here comes the steeper part on the bottom side. I gotta make this corner here. Could have got closer if I had both hands, but I don't. That yellow stuff, I believe, is wild mustard. So camera really gives these hills nothing, but they're there. They're calling for rain on Thursday, and it's Tuesday. But we're cutting anyway because we don't care anymore. Hopefully it misses us, even though it's 90%. So it was at 20, and we're like, oh, we're gonna cut hay. By the time we cut that hay, that's gonna be dry on Thursday. They switched it to a 70%. Then they went from a 70% yesterday to a 60% last night. And now I looked this morning, it's a 90%. I don't know what to believe anymore. And then the last couple days, we got rained out 2 days of chopping on at 30%. So, I don't know. There's long ways down, there's about 20 feet of trees, and it's just like a drop off. There's a park area down there, I forget the name. People go camping and stuff down there. There's a trout stream. I just can't remember the name of it right now. Anyway, mowing along in C2. I'm surprised I haven't saw any deer yet, to be honest with you. Around the edges it's pretty thin, but this ground isn't the best. That's why we only do 1 year of corn. Because if you do a second year, it ain't gonna yield very good. And there's the cornfield. Like that, make the corner. It's hard for me to hold the camera behind me and look forward at the same time. There's the corn, it's pretty good. There's some thinner spots, I don't know what the deal is. I think that's where the terraces were, but... And if you're wondering why I haven't mowed that yet, because that's the outside ground. And then out on the outside of that is a terrace, so... That's why I'm not going to mow that, because that's steep up. Literally like this. thick up here. Pretty steep right there too. But we have some way steeper than that. Like I said, the camera really doesn't make out how steep it actually is. The reason why it's not cutting the best is because it's laid over by rain. That's why. Well, if I come this way, which I really don't like to mow on the left sides on outside rounds, but if I mow that way, they pick it up better over here. But over there, they pick it up worse. So I'm gonna lose one way or the other. Looks like we're on our 4th, which is technically the 5th round. So I got one more, and then do that one, because it takes 6 rounds to turn this thing around with the hydro swing. Anyway, I showed you a full round around this field. I forgot how many acres it is, and I'll probably forget to put it in the description, so someone will probably have to ask it before I let you know. Anyway, we'll see some fast motions. You won't see any drone video because A, I'm driving, B, it's 6 miles away at my house, the farm. Yes, that's how far away this farm is. Then we got another like 150 acre farm over there, about 2 miles or less. And there's a couple more farms around here we have a chance to get, which are pretty big. So we'll have more acres up here than we will down by our home farm. But anyway, I gotta make this corner and enjoy some fast motion video, and I was talking for 7 minutes. I think I forgot to mention what we're mowing. We planted alfalfa and orchard grass here. First crop, the orchard grass really comes up. The second, third, maybe if we make forage on this. It's just mostly alfalfa because the grass hasn't got tall enough. And then there's clover in there too. We don't plant clover, it's just wild. Anyway, I just wanted to let you know what we're mowing here. And yeah. got the outside rounds done. Now I have to decide, am I gonna go this way and down, back and forth first, or that way, back and forth first? Because I'm gonna have to do both ways. I think I'm gonna go that way, but then these are gonna get shorter. But there's not many of these rows. There's a crap ton of those, and then there's the pond that's dry, and then I gotta mow behind that too yet. This is what happens when you just advertise this on. 5 buttons away, got next station. I should just set it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've actually not thought of that until now. Oh well, let's get going. Did a few rows over there, now I'm gonna go this way until I get to the pond, which should take a half hour maybe, or less. Well, it's pretty good out here. Got the camera up on the disc on top. You can see it now. There's a little thin spot right here on the edges, but otherwise it's a pretty decent head. What I'm gonna do next is 6 outside rounds around that pond. So when I'm over there, I can turn around, and then I'll finish off this little section with those outside rounds. It just makes things easier when you do that when you're right, rather than me just mowing all the way down and then having to do 3/4 of an outside round on that side. So I'm just gonna do it all now before I get that far down. got the pond outside done. Now I just got to finish up this, and I'm going to mow a little bit over there, so I'm just going to go straight through. And then we just go this way until we're done, or I'm done. Couldn't get the camera out fast enough. I just saw 2 baby deer run across the field right there where I cut. I want to see if I can still see them when I get up there, and if they haven't gone in the woods yet. I mean, they weren't too small, but they weren't a doe. I mean, like a full-size doe or buck. They're right there. Oh, they're there. Right there. There's just one. I don't know where the other one went. They came from over here, they ran across the road, and they ran all the way down there. The little guy's just staring at me now. Took me a while, but I knew I'd see some deer. I just stopped to, yeah, he's a white tail. No spots on him. Oh well. Well, you know, if I see any more deer, or I get closer. Comes the last pass of the field. And we're done. Now we gotta move on to the next farm. You'll see that right about now. I'll put the camera right on the fender. And we're gonna head to the next farm. Okay, we're here. Got this whole hay field. It's pretty big. It's bigger than the last one. It stops right there in the back. So yeah. Because that field is like CRP. That's what the landlord has it in. Personally, I'd like to farm straight through, but whatever. It's 6 o'clock, and this tractor's been running since 10:30. Hadn't shut off since.